Years of undergraduate coursework tested in one 8-hour test day. The MCAT is a serious feat, and it's one of the most important aspects of your medical school application. If you have a low MCAT score, you're going to have a very low chance of getting accepted. So what should you be aiming for? What is a good MCAT score? Today's video will be dedicated to answering those questions and giving you some tips for maximizing your score. A quick intro before we begin. Hi, I'm Nadine Evans, an admissions associate at BeMo Academic Consulting. Make sure you subscribe on whatever social media channel you're watching this from now so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. If you'd like us to help you get into medical school, click on the link either above or below this video to schedule your free initial consultation. First, let's get started with some stats. According to the AAMC's MCAT and GPA grid, if you have a GPA between 3.6 to 3.79, your MCAT score is going to have a big impact on your chances of acceptance. For example, if you score a 506 to 509 on the MCAT, you only have a 49.8% acceptance rate. If, however, you score a 510 to 513 on the MCAT with this GPA, your acceptance rate goes up to 64.6%. Lastly, with an MCAT score above 517, your acceptance rate skyrockets at approximately 80%. So, do you need a good MCAT score to get into medical school? Absolutely. The next thing I want to say is that focusing on a score that will just get you in is a bad plan. You should be spending your time focusing on what will give you the highest score possible. You may be thinking, what does a good score even mean? Well, getting a good score on the MCAT is the best score you can achieve in as few tries as possible. You should be putting all your energy into studying and knowing this test forwards and backwards. Be able to answer every single question. Why settle for mediocre? You're not mediocre. No one wants a mediocre doctor. So you need to have the right mindset, one that's going to lead to a successful test day. First, it's pertinent to know what schools will accept you based on your score, but you should focus on that after you have successfully taken your MCAT and know what your score is. Wasting time on getting an exact score just for one school is a bad approach. It's distracting, and you need to take all the time you can and put it towards the MCAT. So why am I suggesting this? Well, simple. If you only plan for one school and get a lower mark than accepted, it's going to be devastating, plus it's a waste of your effort. Your time is precious. Devote all your energy into this test as it's a big part of your application. It may not be everything, but it is undeniably important because it can influence other parts of your application, and it's entirely dependent on how you study and prepare for the exam. Now, I'm not saying that you can't have a dream school, we all have them, but each school has slightly different admission stats and requirements. So if you prepared and have your goal at 500, let's say, but you realize that other schools want to see 505, then you're already at a disadvantage. Maximize your options by maximizing your score. That way, when you go to apply to your dream school and beyond, you will be a competitive applicant all around. Let's get right into the scoring system and the score that you should be aiming for. So there are 4 sections of the MCAT: the chemical and physical foundations of biological systems, critical analysis and reasoning skills, biological and biochemical foundations of living systems, and psychological, social, and biological foundations of behavior. Check out the percentile ranking of your MCAT score. The scoring range for each section is between 118 to 132. You add your score from all 4 sections for your total score, and the mean score for those who take the MCAT is around 500, but that's not what you should be aiming for. According to the AAMC, the current average MCAT score of applicants to U.S. medical schools is 506, but the important number is the average accepted MCAT score, which is 511. So if you want to focus on anything in working towards a good score, concentrate on being in the higher percentile in each of those 4 categories. This means understanding what is tested in each section. You can get a feel for the sections by taking specific practice tests for each section. This way you can see how you're scoring in each section and how to better distribute your time. Spend extra time on the sections that you're weaker on, but don't neglect the other sections that you score well in either. You need to strike a balance between them, and this will keep you on the path to achieving your best result. The psychological, social, and biological foundations of behavior section is the new section that was added when the MCAT was redesigned in 2015. Students often find that they don't have enough experience with this section because of their current undergraduate curriculum. If you haven't taken those classes as an undergraduate, make extra time to prepare for this section. By honing in on the best you can possibly score, you will be headed in the right direction and hopefully conclude the test with a good MCAT score. Here are some tips for maximizing your MCAT score. Number 1, make a study schedule. Outline how much time you have to study and allocate time to subjects that you need help on. Stick to your schedule to maximize the study time. Number 2, take full-length practice tests. The MCAT is long, 8 hours long. You need to practice test taking, not just practicing the material. Having the stamina to focus for that long is a big part of test day, and it's a big part to your success. Number 3, review subjects that you haven't taken in a while. Did you take general chemistry in your first semester? If so, it's probably a good time to review and revise now. Number 4, if you don't feel ready, then delay your test. If you know that you need more time, you have to take it. You want the best score possible in as few attempts as possible. Take it when you are ready and have the confidence that you will score well. Keep an eye on MCAT release dates, as you'll need to be aware of this when you're submitting your application. And number 5, on test day, take all the breaks. Do not think that you're going to power through without taking a break. Make sure that you bring lots of snacks and water. Get up, stretch your legs. This is a marathon, not a sprint. When it comes to MCAT prep, you want to have done everything you possibly could to earn the best score in as few attempts as possible. Set yourself up for success and spend your time wisely. Review concepts that you're struggling with, review on subjects that you haven't touched in a few semesters. Do everything you can to ensure that you're going to score the highest you can to become the best applicant. This is not the time to be scraping the barrel with a good MCAT score. Plus, what one school thinks is a good MCAT score, another school might think is poor or fair. Avoid all of this by achieving your best possible outcome. Hopefully you have a better idea of what a good MCAT score is and how to achieve it. This wraps up another one of our videos, so please subscribe, like, and leave a comment if you have any questions that I didn't cover in today's video. So what MCAT score are you going to aim for? Let me know in the comments section. Finally, if you'd like us to help you get into medical school, click on the link above or below this video to schedule your free initial consultation. Thanks for watching. See you next time.